Hello, my confirmation students. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to our 8th online learning class, and it's actually our last class. And so I have Rusty here with me. He's my 3-year-old golden doodle, and he wants to learn today too, right? Okay. All right, so here we go. So today we are going to talk about our last stewardship, which is stewardship of treasures. So we have talked about how important our time is and how valued our talents are. And believe it or not, our treasures hold a lot of value as well. Picture this. You are sitting on the beach when a huge stretch limo pulls up. Out steps Bill Gates with a black suitcase. He hands it to you. You open it to find $2 billion staring at you in the face. The billionaire tells you that you have 6 weeks to figure out what to do with it, or he's going to take it back. So, what do? Book your dream vacation, buy yourself a house, invest it for college maybe? Maybe you would actually give it to a charity or to an organization. Well, this would certainly be a tough position to be in. Having so much money like that can be overwhelming. And there are many people out there that have money like this. It's what you choose to do with it is what makes the difference. What does it take to make rich people see the needs of the poor? How can people who think mostly of themselves suddenly decide to change and decide to share what they have to help out? In a world where every child could be fed, millions are starving. In a country of so much wealth, there are still people hungry among us, especially during this time. Now, I'm not saying to give all of your money to the poor, right? But consider this fact, okay? Currently, there are 9 million U.S. households estimated to be worth over $1 million or more. Many of these people, they do spread their wealth, and they do maybe hand it over to a charity or to some type of church as well. You see, in the real world, money equals success. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to win the lottery. The object for many people is to get as much money as they can, because the more they have, the happier they think they should be. That's what we have been taught since we were young. But maybe there is a better way to happiness. Jesus said you can gain the whole world, but lose your soul. Now that would be depressing. When it comes right down to it, when you die, you can't take all of your possessions with you. Instead, you will have to leave all of your possessions behind and face God. So why not invest your time and your talents and your treasures in things that are going to last? Share the things that don't last as much as you can. That's the joyful Jesus way to live. And it makes for a better world, a healthier attitude, and a happier you. You may be asking yourself, well, what are these treasures that you talk about? Our treasures include money, yes, but all of our possessions, yes, including the latest iPhone out there, but also our lives. We have to remember to give to God because everything we have is God's in the first place. Giving shows God that we are aware that everything is His and that we are thankful for what we have. I mean, think about it this way. How thankful are you right now that you have a house to live in, okay? In the entire world that tells you to stay home right now, right? Thank God. Thank God. How thankful are you to have some type of phone, some type of iPad, laptop, something that you can use. These treasures are important to us and they affect our daily lives, absolutely. But we have to remember to also give to God because He wants us to, expects us to, and asks us to. Tithing is another thing that God asks us to do. A tithe is 10% of all we have, including our time, talents, and treasures. Maybe there are people out there who choose to give 10% of themselves by playing in a band at church. Maybe someone wants to go and visit a nursing home and pray with all of those people there, right? Or maybe your family has the means and they say that they are going to give offering to the church, right? Our time, our talents, and our treasures. No matter what you pick, God promises to pour out an overflowing blessing upon us. We should trust that God will care for us through utilizing our time, our talents, and our treasures. One of my favorite verses is from Matthew chapter 6, starting at the 19th verse. It says, "Do not store up your treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not steal and break in. For where your treasure is, there your heart will also." Invest your treasures in God, and it is my prayer that you can use your time, talents, and treasures to help glorify God today and always. This is our last class of the year. I never would have pictured that this is where we are at right now. I feel like I haven't seen you guys since maybe even December, right? But I just want to say a giant thank you to all of you. Thank you for being able to adapt so quickly to all of this online learning stuff, right? It's tough, and you all have done a great job with it. Thank you for having patience and for your commitment to continue your faith. You know I am always here for you no matter what. And for my 8th graders, I am sorry that we could not celebrate you at the end of May, but instead we are going to go and have it in the fall instead, okay? And remember, it's not a graduation from church, okay? It is my hope and prayer that all of you will continue with me in our senior high group come the fall, and that you will join us for our trips and our events and all that we do together. I love you all. I miss you like crazy. I hope to see you in the summertime, hopefully, and God bless.